just gonna start off with the music, and then Charles
Yeah.
will come in with the talking.
All right. I suck at, a lot of things. So, hey, this is episode 6 of the All Things Aside podcast. I am Mr.B.
I am Urs.
James and Tisha cannot be with us today, but please keep them in your prayers.
Yes.
Frank.
Hey, good?
Off camera.
Off camera.
All right.
So, Frank, man, how you been doing?
I've been good, man. I've been busy.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot.
Yeah, I know.
That's good. That's dope.
Shoot, 'cause people keep calling me about albums and stuff. I'm getting tired of them. At this point, I was just saying, it's in God's hands.
Oh, we don't.
That's an everyday thing. Anybody can say that.
It's a God's hand. It's a God's hand.
That's every day.
I'm just like,
that's normal.
Like, look, you busy, man. I don't get into all that bullshit. I'm busy.
Oh,
I got things going on.
Stop crying.
Yeah.
Word. I get to you when I get there.
Yep.
I love you though.
But yeah, man. Get your features to help you out. And I'm sorry.
This is not starting off the way it's supposed to.
I know it's not. I'm sorry, but so we did an episode last
episode 5, my
episode
velvet
5.
do-rag episode, because I wear a black velvet do-rag when I have waves and they're pink.
And I just felt that name just the thought of a velvet do-rag just sounded hilarious. So I just said, fuck it. Yeah, that's gonna be the name of the episode.
So we went totally off script for the whole thing because it's supposed to be all somethings aside. So that one was velvet do-rags. So with that,
Like, look, we didn't want to put all chickpeas aside because I like chickpeas.
Damn, you gonna make this hard. Alright, so of course after every episode he posts a clip from the video footage.
Who is he? Is he I?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm on camera. I know I'm on camera, so I'm pointing. Sorry. So Charles, always takes a clip from the video footage and he always posts it. So
right after the show.
Literally right after the show. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't see it. And I woke up and basically the clip was talking about the whole thing with Chickpea being a culture vulture and how they met. And basically summarizing how they met was Charles's business partner. At the time, they, have now separated for whatever fucking reason. I don't know and I don't care because it's not my business. So there was a statement on Chickpea wanting to do an interview with him because it originally started out as a stylish blog. So she wanted to interview him because she thought he was stylish. So he said something about a stylish peep. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? I've never heard this shit a day in my life.
What I truly meant was the stylish peep column for people who wear Doc Martens and sometimes wear sundresses in the wintertime.
And he was talking, so his previous business partner is a guy. So it comes off as he's calling him a crossdresser.
Yeah.
So mind you, I didn't catch that because I'm trying to figure out what the hell the fuck that is. And I'm like, oh, I wear Doc Martens. Like, so he was like, you're not going to wear him with a sundress. And I'm like, no, but fuck, I'm gonna wear him with some jeans, some, combat boots, leather, get it popping. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do it up.
Right. Anywho, so he's seen the clip himself, and he tweeted something. And I literally was like, hold the fuck up. No, we're not doing this. So I said, we had an exchange. He said something in the previous exchange about dropping his location. indicating he wanted someone to pull up.
Sauce. He wanted sauce.
I being the one
and me being the person who's not following
mind
that
you,
person.
nobody's seen this but me. So I'm like, oh, you dropping locations? Cool. Where you at? He happened to be around the corner from my house. I said, I'm about to walk to Dunkin' Donuts. You should join me. Let's talk like adults.
Let me borrow some sugar, motherfucker.
Right, like, no, not no sugar. So we ended up meeting up, and not for nothing, like, I got where he was coming from. I did. When I listened back to it, I was like, somebody definitely dropped the word, and I understand why he felt the way he felt.
Yeah.
So I said,
it was ad-libbed, and it wasn't supposed to be ad-libbed as such.
Right.
And I was kind of like, damn.
So I was like,
James.
and I was like,
that.
Okay, let me, figure it out. The reason why I went to him and I told him, I know y'all don't speak. I knew y'all didn't speak. No one on this side, as far as me and him, have said anything about you. You're still my friend on social media. We still, converse from time to time. He'll say something. We just was talking about all of hair care companies that really are owned by white people, and they're not owned by blacks. So we were talking about that. Mind you, Dan is white. So I'm like, hey, let's, talk this shit out. I don't want to get in the middle of nothing. But this podcast is something that developed from me being, an asshole when we were recording the Black Way podcast.
Yes.
When Terrell, decided to step back, shout out to him. It's something that I knew I wanted to do, and he's been asking me to do. So I finally stepped out of my comfort zone. The little pod, don't ever do that. Don't disrespect me like that. I don't play like that. I don't have no beef with you, but I understand why you did what you did, and I'm not even upset with that. I said, so I'm going to apologize on, after this exchange, and I'm going to mention something in the next episode, because at the end of the day, I can't go defend my pod and my friends if I don't acknowledge the shit that we do wrong. That's not what we about. That's not what the content of this podcast is about. It's about our opinions, but still not throwing shots or throwing nobody dick in the dirt. It's not that. And also, he said he doesn't want to be associated with Shorty because he noticed it and he don't fuck with it.
Damn, we're not giving them rights past to having that name being called on them. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Like, Lynn
is Lynn.
He didn't want to be affiliated with her.
That's what she is.
He didn't want to be affiliated with her because he actually is out protesting. He's actually doing stuff and have receipts. I like receipts. So I'm like, a receipt is a receipt. He don't want to be affiliated. I understand that. Don't do nothing to my character. I can't come to you and have a problem and not acknowledge where we fucked up. So I told him, on behalf of the podcast, I apologize, because that's not what we about.
I apologize, but I didn't know. I actually didn't read it. I don't know, because at the end of the day, when you did brought it up to me, and I had to see the photos 1,000 times just to be like. Because I sent it to other people and say, yo, this dude's tripping.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
We ain't all saying sorry.
We said, this dude's tripping. I don't know what's going on. And then people was like, no, it's not that. We don't see it as that. And then I'm just like, Ursula explained it to me. I don't know why. But certain people explain things to me. I'm just like, all right, let me look at it in this way.
That's the friend I am.
And I was like, oh, shit. Damn it, James! Why did you fucking do the fucking Waka Flocka ad lib and say cross dresser? And I'm just like, damn it!
Yeah, I was
that it put the joke out of context. I was really trying to describe the column itself. It kind of was that type of column, like people who just wear just things that you wouldn't normally see people wear, and that's pretty much it. Even though. My business partner has a very amazing sense of style. Yeah,
he does. That's why I understand why she, whatever.
And I'm just like, to like for him to get upset, I just felt like, do you know something that I don't know? I know you're not trans. You're not a cross-dresser.
Nah, it just was.
So that would be a terrible joke if it wasn't true. I like to make jokes that are true, not fake.
Yeah, he's
that
not.
Would make no sense.
He's not like that. So. I don't want to put a label on a person and that's not how they are. I don't really want to put a label on anybody.
No.
So I'm not, that's like I said, that's not what this was for. This is for me to be able to see my friends that I don't see, talk some real shit, because we all talk about some real shit, and keep it a buck and have people understand what Jersey City really is about, not what the fuck everybody wants y'all to think. So that's it. So that's why I felt offended, and he apologized. He was like, "That's not what I want."
I still feel a little bit offended with him calling me a crusty old local Jersey City resident. I was like, I'm like, okay, I get. Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't. It was.
Then that's how he feels.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm supposed the same way.
He said it. He was like, I did it to tick a nerve. He said, not for nothing. I never thought you was gonna pop up. He said, I never thought. I said, yeah, I don't play that. We not doing that.
That's cool. He still think that they're crusty residents though.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
we see what it means.
First of all, I said, first and foremost, I watched for Dove.
It just was like, wait a minute, like, why you? And I said, like, whatever shit y'all gotta work out, that's y'all. I said, don't do that. I don't do that to nobody. Don't do that to me.
At this point, with a lot of things that's going on in life in general, and me piecing it up with people that I said before I would never piece it up with, hopefully one day we can sit down and have a constructive conversation and talk about certain things. But I think when we left our partnership, we understand that there was things that were done that were wrong. And it was on both ends. That's just to me. Because like I said, when we did leave at that, he didn't see nothing bad on his end. But I understand my end, and I have to live with
and
it.
Agree to disagree and just move forward. It's like nobody's saying y'all gotta sit there and go back to how it was, but it do need to be, just chill. I'm like, it's not. This ain't that. We too old for this shit. Like, we not doing this. We not. And I'm not about to make no spectacle on Twitter, because I'm not with that Twitter finger Facebook shit, and anybody who know me know that. So I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with no fucking body. We're gonna have a grown-up conversation, and we're gonna come to an agreement, and that's that. And like he said, he didn't know if I was gonna pull up. The crazy part is, I ran into Trey that we went to school with, and I was walking, and I was like, I gotta talk to you later. I didn't want to walk up with somebody because I didn't want to make it appear. And no, I told him that. I said, because I'm not like that.
To be honest, I did not want you to go.
No, he didn't. He said that, and I told him.
I felt like, first and foremost, if you really had a problem with what I said, you could have inboxed me. And because at the end of the day, when we talked about whatever we was talking about in that episode, we didn't mention names. So I just felt like maybe you could have just came, because then you just put yourself out there as I'm saying that this is about you. So
if the boot fits,
I'm gonna wear that shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be apologetic about it, but then there's a part of me that's just like.
But you gotta grow. You gotta be uncomfortable to be comfortable. You just gotta grow. It's just let the shit go. It's no point. We not gonna have the karma hindering us.
The intent was not really what he perceived it as, and I'm gonna leave it there because
karma's a bitch. Just let it be.
I'm sorry. I understand how you felt. Like when you felt, you saw what you heard, what you saw, and everything like that. But then calling me a crusty local, I'm just like.
That means he thinks that people who are locals are crusty.
I was irrelevant to
everybody in this room is crusty then. We're going by that.
I might be. I got eczema, so at this point it's like shit. Love me for me, shit.
And also irrelevant as well. And I'm just like, you saw my show. And,
but he did say. But he said he was coming from a place of, I see people that I know. I want to see what they talking about. He like, and then I click on it, and the first 145 to 202 is about me. I'm like, alright, you right. I mean, like, no, like, not for nothing. If you was going to do that for that intent, like, what the fuck? That's fucked up on our part.
Yeah.
Cause he could really be on some shit. Like, if the way he is, and he came to me, if that's truly how he is, if none of that happened, and it was a whole nother thing, then he would have been able to be like, not for nothing, my old business partner doing this, and they got a podcast or whatever. If he was gonna spread the word on some positive shit, that's fine. But now we got a whole bunch of other shit bitches talking about they was pulling up. Like come
Oh,
on. Like,
man.
you know, it's a, like,
I'm
we not,
like-
I can't.
I
can't.
I
I
was
just
like,
can't.
please don't let these certain women of certain.
I'm not even
Tell
worried
you-
about all of that. But
tell
you
you
know,
to get
it
into a
take
fight.
one person
Like, that's not funny.
But it take one person that's trying to prove something to then do something. And I can't. I'm just not doing it. So that's why I went to him and I told him that. And he respected what I said. He apologized on his end for offending me. I apologized on my end for offending him. And I told him what I would do to fix it, because that's not the case. And that's it. I had a 3-hour fucking conversation that honestly was one of the most enlightening things that I fucking had since all of this bullshit has been going on. It's how I found out about the fucking grind, because he told me about it. I didn't know that was down there. I've been walking to Dunkin' Donuts. Shit, I could have been walking down here supporting my people. So yeah, I don't have no beef with that man. Whatever y'all gotta talk about, that's out. That if it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. But yeah. I know moving forward, the content that we doing and the content we've been doing is not what we perceived last episode.
Yep.
All right.
So
transition.
Yes. And in other news, I have been blocked by Chick-fil-A. This shit is fun. I have like no more.
Welcome to the club.
No more Jewy thirst traps. Like,
I don't even know if
I
am. I don't know if I'm
not. No more
I
recommendations of restaurants.
I don't care.
Blocked by the mayor. That's a fun one.
Oh man.
Oh, I cursed him out on Community Report about a KFC. Don't ever come to my fucking car. You don't even care about nothing that happened up here. Get the fuck away from my car.
What are you talking about?
Philip.
Told him, yeah, smooth like that in the morning. I don't give a fuck.
What was he coming up to you for?
Because he was with whoever last name is McKnight, and they was trying to come up here to pass out flags. You don't even come up here. Take that, do that shit on Bidwell and Jackson. Mm-hmm. Do that shit up there. I believe you. The fuck out of here. No, I won't. Go a little further up. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. So that episode happened. She kind of felt a certain way about it. That's okay with me. She's gonna be doing her PG blog that she wants to do, where there's nothing bad happening in Jersey City. I guess so. That's what they're gonna do, and that's fine.
Everybody gonna do what they want.
Continue whatever the fuck you want to do. I am not losing sleep.
Yeah.
At all. I set out to do something, and I got the reaction that I knew was coming. So, without no further ado,
because I am extremely excited about this.
Because we did talk about them in episode 5 as well,
which was the good part of episode 5.
I'm proud to announce that we have HummusJC
in the
on the
building.
Show. Oh man, like, thank God, like, I was really keen to the content that you guys were putting out, that I was like, yeah, I'll give them a shout out to. Like, because not only that, you know, y'all guys are talking about some good things, but you're really talking about, like, all the stuff that's really, really happening.
Everything. Balancing the pendulum.
Yep. Because, you know, Jersey City is not only downtown, as much as they want to believe. But it's not that, and there's the good and there's the bad, and you can't go around just showing all the good things, and then people are gonna be surprised when they see the real shit.
Mm-hmm. They don't even want to see the real shit.
Well, they're trying to price us out so they can get all the real shit out.
They don't even have to look at us.
yeah.
At all. And I'm a sexy motherfucker, so I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with? No,
what? You didn't catch the cue. That's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm oblivious. So, my biggest question is, why HummusJC? Why derive it off of
the unmentionable?
Yeah, Lynn.
I just rather not say names. Yeah. I just, you know, but I do want to know that part.
Well, she is canceling a Goya product.
She canceled Goya?
She's canceling a Goya product.
I'm canceling Goya.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, you know, Goya chickpeas.
Oh, Goya chickpeas.
She canceled a lot of Goya products.
Shit. But no, like, what made you guys want to, like, use HummusJC?
I
as
don't
your
remember when we came
brand.
up with the name. I think we were
We were
drunk downtown.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
shit.
Yeah,
And we were
It
sitting
does
there.
sound like you do if you were
What
We
drunk.
were
y'all
like
drinking?
sitting there. I think we were Keyhole or something.
Oh damn!
and we were just bothered. 'cause,
Yeah, we were just,
we
like,
didn't know
looking-
anybody around, and it was.
I mean,
like-
it was also Newark Avenue had completely changed at
Yeah.
that point. It was like a different world. The road was great.
Yeah.
And we were
Yeah.
just like,
Girl.
what's going on?
I came home from college, like for the summertime, and I was stunned. Like it was a different place than what I had left.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of a sudden it was green and these developments and all the places like Duncan Hardware. Not Duncan Hardware. Downtown Hardware is now gone. That was a small
Yeah, that was the last Puerto
person of
Rican
color
owned.
owned. Yeah.
Last Puerto Rican, one of
And
the
now
last
I'm sure
Puerto Rican businesses.
In 2
downtown.
months it's going to be,
And Beautyland went out of
cafe,
business,
whatever.
and that they're charging $18,000 a month for that space, and it's still not up for sale.
18?
They're
Oh my
trying to charge
Lord.
$18,000 a month to lease that out.
American?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Well,
Well,
white, really.
Oh, my lord. Oh, drink the tea, child. Drink the tea.
so you guys pretty much y'all just had this idea while y'all was just inebriated because of all the things that all the change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot for us to take in, and it was just like, this isn't our Jersey City.
So y'all
like,
y'all wanted to be the evil sister of evil
Yeah.
evil like twin of like Chickpea.
it was
we
just
thought
like,
the name was
yeah.
perfect, just like
Then the
Good.
bio came along.
yeah, it just worked. Because we thought, it would just be our friends, like nobody.
We had 200 followers.
Yeah.
Our first post got like 5 likes.
Yeah.
Like,
We've
I
only
posted
just
a
started
picture-
becoming popular
Yeah.
within the past like 6 months, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yes.
I think it was when we announced the active shooting in December. We were the first ones to announce that there was an active shooter down at the,
Yeah.
the whole terrorist attack on December 19th. We were the first ones to
Yes,
announce that.
that is
And
true.
then people started seeing our blog, and at that point we were already kind of exposing all the stuff that had already
Yeah.
been going on in Jersey City.
And then
That
we
people
reported
downtown are
the
oblivious
first,
to, and then,
coronavirus case.
yeah.
We had we confirmed the first coronavirus case in Jersey City, and then like 3 hours later the city did. So it was like,
Girl.
yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So like it wasn't really out of being like a joke, like to come at her. It was more
No,
so
it was-
on like
Oh.
educating our community on
It was like,
everything
yeah.
else
So-
that goes the other 99% of Jersey City.
But it started as an inside joke,
Yeah.
like with only our friends, and we'd post like people of JC. The first one is my dad, like just
Oh, and you can't forget
Yeah.
Elijah. Elijah is
Oh.
our constantly featured person of the week because he hand
We
makes
love
all of
him.
his outfits.
Mhm.
We went to school with his niece.
I love him.
I love
He's
Elijah.
the best.
I need a
But like people downtown don't know about him.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like they feature all these people that aren't part of our community.
Yes.
And it's just like, don't promote the gentrification. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
no,
what we're about. That's not Jersey City.
Yeah, for real.
Like, we know your neighbors.
Don't-
Like, you knew that if you did something messed up, that grandma sitting at your cousin's house was going to yell at you and call your parents immediately. That's been sitting outside on the step watching. Like, everybody knows each other. And then you go downtown and you're like, who are you people?
Yeah.
So shit.
And it's like
come
they don't
from?
even really interact with
Well,
each other.
being that
because-
I've been doing like the doorman job and I'm really within, all of the change. Yeah.
Where do you
It's
work downtown? Do you, like,
Oh, can we not name
can we
it?
not ask that? Well,
Off,
ask
off
that.
camera.
Okay.
That's off camera.
That's off camera.
What about like recent current events?
Like, y'all do have a lot of like facets of how your profile on Instagram is like, because that shit is like crazy. Like, I have it really like organized to like all these different sections, like about food. Then they have this one section called Corrupt JC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all guys have been on the front lines with a lot of things going on for the protesting going on, the call to actions. Because HummusJC is not a site yet.
Yeah.
No.
And that, I mean, because it's
I don't
never
think
been, we've never had a plan.
I don't even know where we want to go with it now.
Yeah.
But I just want to keep exposing all the corrupt
Yeah,
shit
that's
so people
what
are
it's about.
informed on what's going on in our community. People
Like the
need to
real
get
stuff.
more involved in our city council
Yeah.
and know what's going on in their community because we're the ones living in these shootings every day.
Yeah.
People downtown don't hear the fireworks.
And when
Not as much as they do up here.
Yeah,
They're not getting their
Nah.
cars shot at with fireworks.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if a downtown car got shot at with a firework?
Please.
You know how many cops would be on the scene and within seconds
Lord.
shutting that thing down?
Shoot.
And like the shooting that happened at the mall a few years ago, there was a press
I
conference like
remember
within
that.
hours. And
They had to lock my building.
nothing
They had to
about
lock
Maryville
my
Maryville
still has
building.
not made a
down.
comment on these three that have
Yeah.
done this week. And one was 17 years old. And the
17.
12-year-old got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
You're not going to make a comment on that?
He's a.
At a point right now with Fulop, I feel that I've been saying this. I've been like kind of like trying to come to grips with the fact that we might have to just elect a fucking Republican to get him the fuck out, just to get
Well,
him
that's
out.
my point, is that we don't have the basis that we need as a community to uplift ourselves because we don't have the platform. And that's like
Yeah.
our whole point, is that we want to make this a community platform so that the real true voices of people trying to make progressive change in Jersey City are heard. That's why like I'm constantly sharing all these volunteer opportunities, because my main concern is getting the people downtown to actually see what Jersey City is like and help us bring us up to your level. Like, we don't want to live in garbage. Like, our streets are covered in litter all day long. You guys have people coming in and cleaning it up. Those people downtown going around picking up with the garbage cans. We don't have that on the
Yeah.
south side.
Yeah, for some reason we don't have that no more. I haven't seen
We
it.
have people watering the plants on the over downtown every day and getting paid
And now-
$16 an hour, and you're not going to have people doing community gardens on the south side? Like,
Yeah.
come on, it needs to be accessible for everybody, and that's our main thing, is that we want to make known is that Jersey City is not accessible for everyone, and it is so segregated. Even though we are diverse, we are the most diverse city in the United States, but we are also severely segregated.
Yeah.
You go to the south side, 90% of the population is black or brown. You go downtown, and it's 90% white.
No.
I mean, white, and then it's also like there's
No.
it's
Other
like
races.
it's like
It's other
It's
races.
other races.
Now
Yeah.
I work in a lot of these buildings. They're not white.
I feel like a lot of them now too, especially
Good.
with the buildings downtown, are people that are coming from businesses and corporations
Yep.
that are putting them into these units for 6 months, and then they're moving to their next location
Yeah.
for their
Could be
business.
that.
Because a lot of the dogs I walk downtown, I have clients for 2-3 months, and then they're up and out, and they're going on to their next thing.
Yep.
But the
Yeah.
prices that I'm charging downtown can't be I can't charge those prices to the people down on the south side where I grew up. If I tried to charge charge downtown down on the south side, they'd laugh in my face.
Wait, people have dog walkers up our way?
Exactly.
Because I have not. I've seen everybody.
Because
walk
why
their
would you
own-
walk on the south side when you can go downtown and you get 5 times the amount for the same walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Because everybody
That's
up my
gonna
way,
come
they
up.
walk their own dog.
Yeah.
Be oblivious. We talked about that. Frank addressed that on the last episode. Be straight oblivious to everything. Like, so, whew.
It just really shows you how segregated economically we are as a city, and like I really think that's something that needs to be brought to light, because it's very obvious our elected officials don't want to talk about it, and it needs to be talked about.
And we vote these people in.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and then they're begging for our votes and all types of other shit, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Because
Like,
they have the money behind them.
like, look at Pamela Johnson. She's run before for councilman, and she has never won.
Yeah.
And she's one of the main voices on our south side that's advocated for the anti-violence. Like, it's ridiculous. And it hits so close to home, and these people don't care because it's not hitting their...
It's not them.
Yeah.
So it takes for something to happen to them that everybody wants to actually do something.
Exactly.
Like,
My example being the shooting down at Newport.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had completely had our buildings on lockdown. We had to lock everything up. It was scary because at the time my mother was working in the mall, and I just was like, I was happy she took a day off. That's because I was like, man. But I told her, like, try to get in contact with your friends that are working in Macy's and stuff like that, like, because they said it's an active shooter.
Yeah, my little cousin sent me a video because
Yeah.
she was my little
Ray's
cousin and her
cousins were
friends.
my cousin,
we were camp counselors.
My
over at
little
camp.
cousin
Yeah.
was there. She's 15. So
They were like, ours were like 13, 14.
Yeah. I was like,
Are you kidding?
She went to the mall, and I'm like bugging. And she like, oh no, she had left right before it happened. So I was like, thank God that she got home, and I was happy. And I'm like,
Thank God, because
I can't It's too much.
No, my little cousins were right at the next table in the cafeteria
Lord
with
have
their
mercy.
friends who were all our kids because we were camp counselors. So, like, these are all the kids that we've been raising since they were 5. And to hear them calling me on the phone crying because there's a shooting going on.
And then y'all only address.
Exactly.
You only address
You're
it
gonna
when it's
pick and
downtown.
choose.
Some people in that mall went home, and there was probably a shooting down the block, and other people went home to, their
High
little
rise
community.
and
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
great
quiet.
with no problem. So it's like the only thing that you addressed was what happened on fucking Bidwell.
Downtown turf.
No, on Bidwell. That's the only thing that you've addressed and had a whole press conference about, because you had to call other people to come help fight the shit because it's on the news. And I'm like, okay, I see Irvington, I see North, I see Bayonne. Like, you had to call other people, so now you gotta address the shit. But if this wasn't
Well, I mean, look at
what it
Bolshevik
was-
Avenue. They're not addressing that. They don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, we posted something yesterday.
I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
You're
like,
gonna beat a man 40 times with the baton, 20 times with the baton, correct myself. 20 times with the baton. Have previous record of
A long
assault.
record.
And then also not failed your background check twice, and then somehow get onto the Jersey City Police Force after campaigning for the mayor.
Wow.
2017.
Yeah.
What is it Kilpatrick?
This is another,
What's
every state got the same
same
bullshit.
shit.
It's
Every
like,
time that a cop beats the shit out of somebody, they decorate them with awards.
Yeah.
They swipe
still
everything
over-
under the rug.
he's
And
still
gentrification,
going.
by the way, is mad normal.
oh yeah.
Everywhere in the country,
That's the
everywhere in the
problem,
world
is
is
it's normalized.
gentrification. But the thing about gentrification is that they involve what used to be there. So in Hawaii, when you get out the plane, you see the ladies with the luau and all
Yeah.
that shit. They don't live there.
You said that
Yeah.
on there, like they don't, right? So it's
But here, they're trying to erase
right.
Yeah.
your
They're just
history.
pushing us
They're
out.
trying to erase and make it look like, oh, this poppin' downtown area is all it's ever been.
Like just
Yeah.
like they
Well, I
did
mean,
with
look at
Central
Hoboken. They
Park.
literally burned down Hoboken and made all of the black and brown community leave by literally burning it to the ground.
Yeah.
And then completely replaced it. So now it's a bunch of frat
They-
boys that graduated
They
that don't
did
want to
that
leave.
to Central Park. That was
Yeah.
a whole black community, and it's a fucking park now.
Over and over again, and then it's so normalized and we're so conditionalized to it that we don't do anything about it anymore. But
Well,
we
you got
need to do something about
Do-
it.
yeah.
That's the fight. And
Yeah.
and trying to keep people's awareness that you still
Exactly.
exist, that our people still exist, that we've been here,
Yeah.
and that we dope.
At
There's a
that,
lot of
Exactly.
culture and musicians and artists that they're ignoring. That's why it's disgusting. Because these people are coming in and they don't offer shit
Yeah.
but
Nothing.
buildings and money. And we got
Buildings we can't even
culture,
live in.
music, all this richness. You
all
ignoring
of
that.
it.
And you're ignoring it blatantly. Like, you
Yeah.
don't even give a fuck. You
No, it's
villainize
not
it.
even like they're ignoring it. They fully know that it's happening. It's just they really just don't want to address it because it'll make them lose profit.
Hmm.
They're doing it for their own pockets. They're not doing it for us.
And like that's seen by the strict dress codes at like we posted.
Surf City.
Oh, Surf
Did
City.
you
Surf
did
City,
you
which,
remember?
by the way, is where Mayor Phillip has all of his election
Well,
campaigns.
at
And
Zeppelin Hall, but
Zeppelin
it's the same
Hall also,
owner.
but it's the
Yeah, same owner.
Same owner.
Yeah, I know, cause I went one night, like a couple years ago, and
Was it when we went or no?
nah, this was me, Ty. We all had went out, and we ended up at the Iron Monkey because we couldn't get into Surf City because I had these jeans on with like fringes, but you couldn't even see through them.
Whack.
like worse than
and-
these. I mean, better than these, I'm assuming.
Yes, I love those though, by the way. But like little like fringes and like you couldn't even see through. They like, oh no, you got on ripped jeans, you can't get in. I'm like, but she got on ripped jeans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And she's getting in.
Also,
So
why
what's
are there
the difference?
5-year-olds in there, and you're gonna be IDing people?
Right.
How you?
Like, seriously? So I was like, okay. I was like,
But
Cool.
also
Never been back.
and of course the interviewing practices that they've been having.
Oh well, that's a whole other issue because I've had friends that work there, and he literally told them they're
Yeah.
Filipino because I obviously my parents are Filipino, so like I went to a Filipino school and they worked. A few of my Filipino friends worked there, and they literally told them that they hired Asians because they are hard workers and won't complain, working over hours for very low minimum wage.
are you fucking
Yes.
kidding?
Send
I
this
get
to
a
her
lot of
face.
messages, which is great about how
We have
people will
many,
write,
many.
and
it's-
they'll be like, post this, just block out my name, and they'll prove that they worked there, and they'll send receipts. Like
That's our whole
A receipt is a receipt.
That's
Yeah.
why we want this to be so much of a community voice, because so many of us have been silenced, and it needs to be heard. This information needs to be out there.
Like, we want to have meetings as HummusJC. Like, we only
This
thought of
is-
this at the beginning
yeah.
of quarantine, so it was like, okay, we have to wait a long time now, like, to meet up. But eventually, when things are better, we want to, like, organize and plan.
Because obviously
and food
we're
drives.
white, and we want to make sure
Yeah.
that this is an whole perspective. Because like
So you guys are like
I
Jersey
obviously
City is
sympathize with any experiences of POCs, but I'm not fully a POC, so I don't understand what you've gone through.
Yeah.
And your voice needs to be heard, and that's our entire point, is that we want to get as many people as we possibly can, so that we can have everybody's aspect of what they want Jersey City to be like and have their kids raised in to be heard, because that's the only fair opportunity, is that we all have the accessibility of the resources as they do downtown.
And
That's all
they're
we want.
being
I
ignored by all of the
I respect y'all for
bloggers
that.
downtown.
Not for nothing. I really respect y'all for that, because that's big.
You
That's
guys are like Jersey City's Anonymous.
I guess so.
We were completely anonymous until
Today? No.
no.
Well, even now, they don't know what they look like.
Well, me
She did have to
over
come
a few months ago, I forget something. I commented on one of that
Lynn.
blogger's posts,
Lynn. Oh.
and she wrote back like, "Okay, Hummus," and then because I remember what she posted. She reposted somebody saying that she was looking for clout, and I commented,
She
"This
do.
post is that you're looking for clout. Literally, you're reposting. Like it's just so
right.
stupid."
Which you're right.
Yeah, and then she wrote, "Okay, Hummus," and I was like, you know what?
She's a
If
troll.
she knows, I'm gonna come.
I
clean.
really just think Chickpea she really feeds off of
She
all
loves
the
eating
shit
juice.
she gets because she can make content out of that
And
shit.
she just
Bruh,
reposts
like,
it.
I just
like
And she
I
also looked like the victim. So
I was
it's
about to
look
say,
at all
she
these
is
people
the
beating me
victim.
up.
Always.
I don't even want that. Like, first of all, like I said, you a female first, regardless of anything. You already know how this world is, so you could imagine how it is for me. And even still, I don't even want you to go through the shit I went through, but you're not helping. You're not helping. You're
on
not.
the other side.
You're not helping yourself. So I can't even defend her. Like, I really can't. And I told you that. I don't even want none of the shit. But like, you gonna have to give me something to help you, sis. You gotta help me help you. Like,
I don't think she wanted the help.
she didn't want the help.
She
'Cause-
don't want the help.
She's helping her own.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, man.
That's
And that's
the reason why we created the account, because we needed to help our own. And
Hey,
our own
hey.
happens to be the other 99% of Jersey City.
There we go.
yeah.
So what about like the protest and everything, and like where you stand with that? Because we already know you for the people, which is the culture. Where do you stand with the protest? I know you stand clearly on our side, but like the things that you've seen, on the front lines. What about those things?
We've been like in contact with Black Men United, who are great. I've only recently heard about them like during this whole insanity. But they have just what they've been organizing, like the community cleanups and the marches every Tuesday at City Hall. So we've been doing that, and it's
And we just did the 6th one this
Yeah.
week. And some guy at the bistro that was having a drink decided to start screaming white power at us while we were screaming black power. So instead of doing our normal route, we decided to stand in front of the bistro for about 5 minutes, just protesting, being like, and then Nevin had everybody stop talking, and he was like, listen, like, why are you saying white power? And that's one thing that a lot of people aren't seeing on the side of the protesting, is we're here to have open dialogue. That's something that a lot of people don't have, is open dialogue. Most people have more things in common than they don't in common. You're not going to agree on everything, but you need to gather with people that do agree, and then You need to educate the people that are uneducated on the topic. And he was saying all power matters. Like, why are you saying black power and not saying white power? And we were like, we do support white power. We support yellow power. We support everybody having power. But the problem is right now, there's a lack of black power in the United States.
Nobody has power.
And the fact that you are
unless it's everybody.
saying white power against that is going against the movement. We are not saying that we don't want to have white power. We are saying that the black community needs power right now because they have been abused for 400 years. And people just aren't seeing that side of the protest. And
No, they're just acting oblivious.
No,
to
they
it at
see
this
it.
point.
They just
No,
They
and it's
pick
also the
their
media
side.
is corrupting the view of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're not showing anything that we're doing. They're not showing us at Occupy City Hall taking care of the third of the homeless population that's there. We feed them and clothe them every day. There's community members that are neighboring that are allowing the public who are protesting to come in and use their bathrooms and shower. There are people picking you up and driving you to bathrooms in the middle of the night because McDonald's and all the public restrooms have closed down the bathrooms to protesters. Like, it's a full community effort and they're not showing that. And like, I stand on the form that we need to abolish the police. I think the police need to go completely. I don't see them helping our community in any sense, form of the way. I think that we created the police, which is a true fact that we created the police when slavery was abolished. And we created it to catch imprisoned people and have them now working on lines and chains. So really, you just went from one system to another system that is still based on the foundation of racism. And now it's so deeply rooted in our system that we've come 400 years along the way to the point where now everything is collapsing. Because you just decided not to address it.
I mean, you gotta think of it from the point of that literally would mean that the whole purpose and premise of black people being here, you would have to say, I'm really this way and it's fucked up and I have to actually grow to make a change. God forbid they have to do that. That's
just,
really how they feel and it's fucked up.
People have such a problem with admitting to
just
being part of the
acknowledging
problem.
it.
Like, I'm definitely part of the problem. In grammar school, I vividly remember throwing the N-word around and I didn't know. And it was just like, I realized that it was wrong. I educated myself on the topic. I realized what my parents were teaching me was not acceptable. I realized what my community was doing was not acceptable. And I stood up for the people who didn't have a voice because my voice is larger because I'm white and I come off as white. And that's what a lot of people aren't doing, and they need to address the fact that they do have that white privilege. And people have such a hard time admitting that, but it's not something that's that hard to admit.
Right. You're right.
Like, we acknowledge that we went to Catholic school for our whole lives because our parents didn't want us to go to Jersey City public schools, and we had the privilege to not because they didn't want us to have, a subpar education. We need to be putting money into education, and the teachers
need to be getting paid more than these
Yeah,
cops.
it's a
I'm
whole
just
other
saying.
conversation.
Not for
It's
nothing.
not-
It's not acceptable. These are the kids.
Well, you
that
know
are-
why the teachers ain't getting paid more than cops. They really want the students to fail.
Yeah, for years they
Pretty
want
much.
to
They want-
dumb down the generations.
Well, I mean,
because-
then you're going back to the whole school to prison pipeline.
Yep.
Look at our schools. All of our schools are over policed. I never had to go through a metal
Yeah.
detector to go into school.
I haven't, I haven't either. I gotta say that,
Yeah, I haven't
and
either.
I'm thankful for that.
Well, I remember,
But I
going to
do
Ferris
know-
and having to do it.
Well, Ferris,
Like
yeah.
I've never been down to Ferris. I was maybe like 9, 10. I was going to my Jersey City Dance Academy recital, and it was at Ferris.
Yep, it's
and
at Ferris.
We had to go through the metal detectors, and my mom. And I looked at my mom, I was like, why are these here? She was like, people bring weapons to school. And I was like, that's weird. Why would a kid bring a weapon to school?
Yeah, I started out in parochial school. I went to Lutheran. That's where we met. First day of pre-K. We sat at the table together, me, him, and James, who you guys didn't get to meet. And we were talking about the other kids because they was crying. I'm like, they don't know they're going home, right? Literally how we all started talking. We've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
So I don't understand I didn't understand a lot of things. I was in a bubble. I'm still in a bubble.
Yeah.
My youngest son's father, you're bougie. Like he always says that. Because certain things, I'm like, what? So I understand. But I also know how, because I know how to empathize with another person who
Exactly.
doesn't understand. Like, I didn't go through that, but I get it. So the fact that you guys get it to that point, saying, I don't know exactly what you're going through, but I know it's fucked up.
And I
And
here to
wanna
help
fix
in any
it.
way possible.
I can't I'm proud of them. I'm not for nothing. I really fucking love y'all. Like, seriously.
We love you too.
You guys too.
Like-
that's the whole point. Is that this is our community. Like we
Yeah.
are here to love and support one another.
Yes.
The
And
New
we love
Jersey
Jersey
City,
City.
that is not our community.
Yeah.
No.
We would love if, the downtown people, the gentrifiers would get involved in going to council meetings, speaking on behalf, speaking for somebody,
Right.
instead of just sleeping here and then going to work in the city and then, going back to the city to get dinner, whatever. Like, become
That's
involved where you
And
live.
not more involved than you coming here to buy your shit too. Cause I don't want to hear that. Cause y'all love the hood. Y'all love to be near the hood for that.
You love our fashion, you love our culture, but you just don't love us.
Right? Like, nah, don't do that.
That's not how Jersey City is.
I am so happy they are our first interview.
Yeah. of
I am
course.
really fucking happy.
Yes. Oh man,
Today's been great.
today's been great, and you know what? I'm gonna fuck it up some more. Wait a minute. So, what do you think? When did you start having this little small beef with Chippy? When it got to a point where y'all got?
I'm gonna kick
It
you.
was just,
I just need to know.
What
'Cause-
off camera?
No.
It's
'cause
really-
it
it's
was
not-
funny.
There was no beef.
Yeah,
though.
there
There
never any
was
beef.
none, and then all of a sudden she had some issues with.
well, yeah.
She knew about our
We knew
account,
that
I'm
there
assuming.
were things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we have similar circles, but we know similar people.
Didn't y'all post a video of her crying downtown?
Well, because how are you
Yeah.
gonna cry about the shooting?
Yeah,
It wasn't
that was
It was
it.
like-
That was it.
Just don't.
That
Like,
was it.
I get it. I truly get it. I feel bad for you having to leave your country because of the amount of terror that you had to grow up in. I empathize with you for that. But because of that, you should know how to empathize with the people that were actually in the area that had to experience that shooting.
Whose children
Yes.
were scared to go
Who
to
children were
school.
locked in that school.
Yeah.
I was supposed to teach at that school that day, the Michelangelo school. And I didn't go in because
That and
we don't
Sacred
go in
Heart.
until 10 o'clock.
And Sacred Heart.
Yeah. Bullets. Bullet holes
In
in
the
the
whole
window.
school. Those kids were locked in there for
I-
14 hours without access to a bathroom. Are you
Nothing.
kidding to me?
Like my son,
no
they
food,
locked
no
everything
nothing.
down. Like,
And you're gonna cry
He-
about your child right now? Like, really? Can you go down? Can you please go to the south side and just go do something helpful?
no, I mean, I know that she's a mom, so from that aspect of it, I get it. But at the end of the day, this is not affecting you. My friend, who we went to high school with, works at the hospital, and her daughter's classroom was right across the street. Can you imagine? And I can't go get my kid?
I can't. And we have parents messaging in to us the entire day saying, like,
Yeah.
we still can't get our kid. We don't
Yeah.
know what to do. Like, we're outside. We can't get our kid. They're not letting us in. Like, it's 5 o'clock.
Which
Like, what
is
do we do?
weird.
What do we do? What do we do? And I'm like, I don't know.
Then they saying, trying to fabricate shit. Oh, it's active shooters around here. I'm like, can't text my kid to make sure he okay, even though he's in school.
Yeah.
Shit happens. His school doesn't have metal detectors. I'm worried about motherfuckers coming from outside that's not here. Like everywhere else. I'm not worried about the dude down the street. He's fucking harmless. So no.
Exactly.
I get that part. That part is scary as fuck. But you knew if your kid didn't go to school up here, you don't need to be crying from that aspect. You don't.
And I don't think she was even talking
I
about
was just
the
gonna.
fact
I don't think she even
was-
mentioned the kid.
Nope, never.
No, she's not even.
So damn the fact your daughter locked down because some bullshit. Get the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Didn't I do this the last
It
time?
was like
Don't
it was
use
first
this
of all,
as-
it was two crime videos. One she was right next to Cool Vines downtown, which
Yes.
made me very upset.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like
Your $4,000 apartment.
I just felt like, why are you on your phone
We not giving
recording yourself
Recording yourself crying.
crying?
So
instead of
disingenuous.
post the information, post what's happening.
I was just sitting here like, no, you're doing this
to make
on
it about
purpose.
you.
Yeah, you're
It's
doing
always
this on
about
purpose.
her. That's why I don't think
Yeah.
people like to fuck with her, because it's always about how she look. She's like a narcissist, low key. She
High
just
key.
wanted to
No,
be-
high key.
Well, low key because she tries to make it seem like she has a beehive, like she has people who defend her.
She
and that's
do,
what
the
she
gentrifiers.
Yeah, but they ain't that many. If we were to meet outside, they're gonna.
They'd be
they're
scared.
gonna-
Yeah, like, listen,
Stop.
y'all
All
know.
the crusty locals are gonna come out. Be like, fuck.
No.
All crusty
No.
locals aside, yes.
No.
That's the name of the episode. All crusty locals aside.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Oh shit.
Oh man, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Our like personal beef, and I wouldn't even call it
It's
that.
not, it's not.
Yeah, we would comment things on her account, you know,
Calling
like
her out.
asking questions or saying, you know, you should maybe go somewhere else. Like, there's this place. I remember something about a pizza place. Like, she was saying one of the new downtown pizza
It was
places were
Raza.
like the best pizza of all time.
Vincent's
And I'm like,
has the best
Yo,
pizza.
shout out.
yeah,
Thank
I'm like,
you.
go to Prince of Pizza.
Vincent's and Prince of, not for nothing.
Vincent's up on
Vincent's.
Prince of
Boulevard.
Pizza.
I love
will
Vincent's.
go for Vincent's
Okay?
any time of the day.
Vincent's, I get food at 3 in the morning. You hear me? 3 in the morning. So the fact that the whole entire fact that everything on Vincent's menu is amazing. Everything. I'm talking about.
Keep going.
I'm talking about like fucking. The ziti is rocking. The Alfredo's
The ziti.
rocking. I get my beef patties with cheeses, you know, all of that. My pizza, I love the chicken palm slices. Like, everything is good. Like, I don't care. There's them and Prince of Pizza alone are amazing.
I
So,
live right by Prince
I
of
can't even
Pizza.
believe they redid Prince of Pizza. I walked in
did.
there and I was like, whoa.
so yeah,
That made me
she's
sad.
she's definitely bugging. So either way,
But yeah, it was just us, you know, commenting things, even messaging her personally, and it would always be like deleting the comment, doesn't address it, then blocks us. And it was when she blocked me that I was like, all right.
It's like
let's
that?
start talking. Like, let's.
now
Oh,
it's like I wasn't
Yeah.
even trying to go here with you, but since you okay,
you
we
just
playing
wanna
chess
take
now.
it
We not
to
playing
the
checkers.
It's too far. We're gonna
Okay.
show you how it's
was,
really done.
yeah.
We not playing checkers no more. We playing chess.
Yeah.
That's another whole thing.
Oh. I like to do it. So, you know, I think we might have actually covered everything though.
Maybe there. No, what? There's one thing I would like to know. Like, in totality of it all, what is the mission of HummusJC?
I think, you know, empowering our community, uplifting the voices that are ignored, the businesses that are ignored. We just want to make, you know, Jersey City more of a community for everybody. Like, I hate like hearing like from somebody if they ask where are you from and I say Jersey City and they're like no, but like originally. I don't want that to be the case because I'm born and raised here.
Right.
So is Ray. Like
Yeah.
we all
Parents
are. You know,
are,
our
grandparents
parents are.
Right.
My grandparents came from Ireland in the '60s to Jersey City,
Yeah.
and it's like
And it's just
They
like, it
erase
really
that.
shows you like our community. If you're really part of the community, you have family friends for life. Like my
Word.
grandparents, like knew her grandparents, and then they had kids, and then they lived across
That's
the
how me
street
and
from
my
each other
friends are.
on Jewett Ave and Highland Ave, and like now we went to school together, we went to everything together. Now we're living together. Like
Man,
that's how
and now
that's
we
how
hummus
Jersey
together.
City is.
Hey.
Like, yeah, like this is Jersey City. It's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
like actual family, like community, like just really just prospering as a people. And it's sad that we're seeing that we're getting shut down so
Yeah.
much by
Yeah.
the government because Jersey City could be so good, and I see so much potential for it. Because look at us, look how far we've come.
I'm not gonna lie, they see so much potential in it.
They
Just
see
gonna
it
buy
for
it out.
Yeah,
different-
exactly.
So, like-
they see a
Yeah,
different
the potentials are not. They don't equate.
Exactly. They don't like our potential, but our potential is so
It's-
much
it's
better.
lit.
It's so much better.
It's
We
that
got
sugar
so
and
much
that
better
Kool-Aid.
food. We have so much better culture.
Everything.
Like,
And it's
come
just
on.
real, like,
it's real
I mean,
connection. Like,
not about us, but like there are things that go on that nobody. There are many bloggers nobody will address. It's always, you know, here's where I'm going tonight, dance, whatever. But our mission is to show the other side of that and to
Word.
uplift those voices. And we really want to organize and, you know, build a community because people write into Hummus and they'll tell us, like I said, they'll post this, like, send me, and I'll say, send me verification. And they send it and we post it. And then it's like, oh, somebody else will write in. Same thing happened to me.
It's
and then
just a
all of
big
a sudden,
community platform.
Surf City, you know, blocks all their commenting. It's like, we have power, you know? We want to.
we have a lot of missions. There's a lot of
Yeah.
sub-missions.
Yeah.
But our main mission is to just make...
Equality.
Yeah, unite
Yeah.
and Not equality, equity.
Equity.
Because fuck equality. Because that's never been a thing for anybody in the United States.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if
Equity.
you see, it doesn't make sense.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can say now I like fucking hummus. It ain't it ain't that because I don't like that, but I like hummus.
If you want to try good hummus, go to White Star.
They have good hummus.
They have the
White
best.
Star?
For the beginning of
Not
hummus,
Ibby's
I thought
falafel?
about going
Oh,
around the
God.
different
Oh,
city
Ibby's is
restaurants and
great,
rating
too.
all the different types of hummuses.
That's what we were gonna do.
Y'all should still do that via Grubhub or whatever. And yeah, no, y'all definitely should do that. I'm a texture person. I don't like the way stuff feel in my mouth. Like I don't like
am the same
Jello.
way. I don't like.
Y'all always
I can't
laugh
eat
when I
avocados.
say that.
I feel that.
I couldn't. No, I can't. I can eat it on a sandwich.
I can't even eat mac and
eat it.
cheese because the
Whoa,
smooth on the
whoa,
smooth.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Listen, only if there's breadcrumbs. Only if they do it the right way. None of that
Whoa,
craft
whoa,
out of the
whoa!
box.
No,
I can't do that.
Wait, I love Velveeta shells.
I like the
nothing.
homemade.
However,
However,
we gonna have to talk. We gonna have to
you
talk.
might have to make me mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's why I said we gonna have to talk. Put you on some things. But nah, I really appreciate y'all for coming through.
Yes.
I definitely HummusJC on Instagram, and you guys are on Twitter as well.
Yeah, we need to build
And
our
Facebook.
Twitter following
What-
and our Facebook.
We're trying to
Well,
expand into the older.
I'm not on Facebook
I
like that.
I think
but
you
Twitter,
guys should
I'm
have
trying
a
to.
website.
Yeah.
I think I should be working on that. And
Yeah, what do you guys think we should do? Because honestly, that we really value
Website.
everybody else's
Website.
opinions.
Y'all
Where do you guys
definitely
wanna
need a
see us
website.
going?
Website.
Y'all definitely need a
y'all must have-
website.
Get your following up before you hit Twitter because Twitter's dangerous.
We
Yeah.
don't even
I'm
promote
slowly-
anything.
I'm
All of our
slowly-
followers are
I'm
just
slowly
people
coming
sharing
up.
stuff.
What are you saying, Black Madonna?
I'm slowly coming up on Twitter, not for nothing. I told y'all about my idea I told them about my idea in the group chat. So what I'm gonna do every episode, I'm gonna try to feature a black woman that makes t-shirts. So this shirt was made by our friend Shanette.
Hey.
Yes.
I told by by.shaUnie. So it's by Shawnee.
I am most definitely buying that
And we have that
mask.
mask.
That-
She makes. She's a party planner. She bakes and
That's
everything.
So what the mask is gonna pretty much
Send
say?
her.
What the mask
What's
is gonna
her
say? Like
Instagram? I'll literally
this mask
feature
don't
her
do
right
nothing.
now.
I'm
Like
gonna
just like a
actually
man.
send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me
Something
because
like
we'll
that.
definitely that's another thing that's on our page are black-owned businesses that we like to feature.
You know,
Yeah.
People can click through and they could see all the black-owned businesses because they're
Yeah.
never highlighted.
Yeah,
And
it
it needs
is.
to be highlighted.
So
because this is our culture.
I'm gonna wear something. She's from here, so I was like
Yeah.
my first time doing it. I'm gonna support her because I know what the capabilities that she has. My next shirt I ordered from somebody on Twitter who actually has a podcast. She lives in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. Her Instagram handle is Holly in her ego. So she has a shirt that says "I heart bearded hoochies." And, yo, not for nothing.
I live for that.
I followed her hashtag. Lord. Some scrumptious stuff on there. Anywho. But she everything is $40 and it's going toward she wants to have a business, like an outreach center in her community. So everything's $40. So whether you want a hat, whether you want a shirt, she has a podcast, like everything. So I respected that. As a black woman, I'm gonna support you. So every shirt that I wear is going to be black owned. If it's primarily for women, and then if not, then I'll hit the guys up or whatever. But I want to empower.
We're still
us.
getting 85 cents to every dollar. So.
Bro, we getting 65.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
really
yeah,
realistically
it's worse. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and I have a group of wonderful women, all of my best friends, Tisha being one of them. Like we too dope to not have what we deserve. So I'm definitely gonna put it out there. She was like, when is the next episode? I said, probably 2 weeks. She was like, I'm gonna send it to you, don't even worry about it. She was like, I cover shipping, cool, everything. So definitely that's my start.
No, definitely.
That's
And
my start.
That's what the entire point is. It's just uplifting the voices in our community that actually represent our community.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a fact. And I know there's a whole bunch of other New Jersey sites. And the one got exposed for some cop was running it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like, I got DMs from him after, he knew I was a girl. When I came out and said, like, I posted a picture of myself, and so many people wrote in, like, oh, I thought you were, like, a 40-year-old black man, which was so funny.
Whoa.
Yikes!
Woo.
And then
Dang.
he would like just I guess
black men are angry too. Okay, because I was, last I knew, because I ain't exotic, because I'm black, and last I knew, I got called the exotic goon the first day of this year, and I just was like, wow, because you look like you not from here. I'm like, bro, I was born here. So understand, I'm trying to figure out, like, and got the goon part from the shit that happened on fucking Bidwell.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I lived there, near there, but that ain't have shit to do with.
Yeah.
But anywho, so
that cop would send, before we knew he was a cop, he would send like weird, strange messages to me. And somehow he knew I was Irish, and he said, "My Irish princess," said, "I know where you live." So
like
it got
shit.
really weird.
What type of shit?
Yeah.
I cannot.
There's a lot of characters on Instagram that are trying to say that they're for Jersey City, but really just conservative racists.
Yeah.
And like Frank said, that's everything.
I mean, there's another account I'm not going to say by name that we just recently exposed, and that's a whole other issue.
And that we had no idea, like, this person was...
He was inviting us to his house, his backyard.
But taking money and playing it off as, like, I'm gonna give this to so-and-so. Like
saying he's doing to feed the homeless. But, like, if you're going to be a community-based to feed the homeless, set up a community kitchen. Set up something like that. You collecting money on your own Venmo is not a good look, number one. Number two,
oh my God, why are
it's
people
like,
this crazy?
if you want to improve the community, why don't you actually help the houseless? Go out there and help them get an apartment, help them get on their feet, get them a job. Like, that's what they need. I think it's like he had like he said something about God to me or something, and I was like, if you're really Catholic, then you should know that in the Bible it says by teaching a man to fish, he's a lot better off than handing him a fish.
Absolutely.
So then, help him get on his feet. Just handing them a meal a day isn't gonna cut it.
Isn't helping. Actually, extend a hand. It's cold.
Exactly.
You get to go somewhere warm. These people out.
You get to go back
freezing to
home and
death.
shut your door and lay in your bed at night. They don't got that opportunity. They don't got air conditioning. They don't got heat. There's no homeless shelter in Jersey City. You need to be helping.
Wait, there is none?
We shut down St. Lucy's. One of the only homeless shelters left is the one downtown for the women and children shelter. And then the other one it's not like one you could just come in and go. It's like you have to apply for like things. But like
this is bad.
This is a huge issue in Jersey City, and I'm happy you are addressing it. But do something that's actually going to change it.
That's going to fix the problem.
Exactly. You need to fix it systematically. Doing something little like that every day isn't going to make change.
Like,
you need to make
doing
the change.
bare minimum. Could you imagine somebody giving you their bare fucking minimum?
No, because I'm fucking sick of people's bare minimum.
This is like
that's the problem.
This shit wild as hell,
I'd
yo.
rather stay at home and watch TV. Like,
wow.
There's a lot. That's my thing. Like, there's a lot of corruption in Jersey City, and it needs to be brought to light, and people aren't informed on it. And that's our main problem. Is a lot of people in Jersey City are uneducated on what's going on, based on the government, based on the city, based on everything that's happening in our community.
And the first,
no, it's not their fault. They weren't provided that education.
Want quality of life. They're like, oh, let's move out there.
They're too busy trying to survive.
That's like us with the South.
It's not on them to fix this. It's on the people who made the problem to fix this.
They just want quality of life. They'll help out if they see
the issue.
They see the culture and all that. They'll be like, "Oh, this is nice. A hip hop event. Fuck yeah!"
Exactly.
There's no hip hop events because they don't want that type of crowd.
No,
That's why
don't.
we got rid of the skating rinks. They don't want that kind of crowd. That's why we got rid of the basketball courts. They don't want that kind of crowd.
Yeah.
It's systematic oppression.
Downtown is the worst. Even though there are events, there are spots like Pet Shop that have opened their doors too.
Yeah, Pet Shop's nice. They actually I offered to make them a sign for the protests to put in the window of Breonna Taylor, so I'm working on painting a sign for them to have on Tuesdays. Like, they're good. It's just certain restaurants don't choose to address that they're actually in Jersey City.
Right.
They like to address that they're in the 5th borough of Manhattan.
Oh, the 6th.
The 6th
borough, and they say the 6th.
That shit so
What
much.
are they calling us? Not like
Soho West or
Soho
something.
West.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Bitch, I'm from New Jersey, okay?
I'm from Jersey City.
Jersey City versus everybody,
we
okay?
We're the first zip code in America.
201,
the
baby.
address of the Statue of Liberty is
1 Communipaw Avenue.
I don't know where you're coming, but the Statue of Liberty is in chains. If you look around her feet, she is in chains. That is what Jersey City is in. Do not choose to ignore it. If you do, you're just being a fucking arrogant asshole.
Period.
And that's a fact.
Period.
They don't know that. They don't know the address of the Statue of Liberty.
I know how many arguments I gotten with people because I do that. People was like, it is not. I'm like, yes,
It
it
belongs
is.
to
They
Google.
out to New York. So what you talking about? They're the ones that were paying us. We made money off of that.
Exactly.
It's called entrepreneurship. We've been on the grind since day one.
Hello? So this is like, yo, I'm just...
I don't think we're gonna talk about any other topics. This is actually a really good
Yeah,
episode.
this it.
This is it.
I'm gonna have to address Jada in August. I'm gonna have to address that at the top because
It might develop a little more. So
Oh
give it
yeah.
a week.
Oh yeah.
Let
I'm
it
giving it
simmer.
a week.
Let it
yeah,
simmer.
I mean, not for now. I knew what it was. I knew, and everybody laughed at me because I'm like, they're like, oh, horoscopes don't mean shit. I'm a fucking Virgo with a Virgo moon and an Aquarius rising.
Ooh.
Okay, Jada is she's a Virgo, almost a Libra, and he's coming off of Leo, cause his birthday is in August. I am September 1st. Let me tell you this. I looked at the picture that they did years ago when they first posted it. I said they fucking. I know. I'm like, I don't give a fuck when nobody talking about it. Everybody like, she helping him. Yeah. And he rocking her motherfucking socks, okay? Fast forward to now. He said what he said, you know, and then that was that.
I'm sorry, when Tiffany had called her a pedophile and fucking girls trip, I was like, oh, okay. That's where we get
Yo,
that.
and which Jada Pinkett is not a pedophile, for the record.
No.
But, you know,
But August Alsina was at
he
the
was
time.
he was young. He was only, this was 5 years ago?
So that he was like 22.
He was like 23 or 24, whatever. He had a whole, like, he talked about it, and not for nothing, like, niggas do that, excuse me, men do that shit every day, B. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not about to sit here and everybody's tearing her down.
Nobody tearing her down.
No,
now.
they was. No, they
Oh.
was. There was a lot of people mad at him. Saying, oh, she took advantage of him. That's a trauma bond. When you trying to figure yourself the fuck out, you start looking at shit totally fucking differently. Okay? So I understand that. I'm
Look,
just
yo.
saying, I get it.
All
Shit was fucked up.
entanglements aside.
That's all entanglements. Because Will was like, you're in a relationship. She's like, we were entangled. It was an entanglement.
I'm like,
I said, sis, I feel you.
look, yo.
I got a baby out of an entanglement. No, I'm joking. But I'm joking. God, the one now I'm gonna be in some shit. The one episode he decided to listen to, he gonna be like, "That's how you feel."
Don't make that this time.
But nah, like I understood both sides. So from an aspect of
Yeah.
them both going through some shit, it's just he felt Jada dope as fuck. Like I've always said, you know, she was, when they talked about women, I always said Jada, I always rooted for her. So she's a dope ass actress, she's dope, she's on a whole nother vibration. I love that about
She
her.
okay.
Like I'm just saying, like from a female aspect.
And from the aspect of who looks at it in every damn way possible, I know that she's of the same cloth of Oprah, and I can't trust her one bit.
Okay, from that aspect, I see that too.
I'm sorry. The moment when Snoop Dogg had that shit happen with Gayle King when she did the shit with
Yo,
Kobe
yeah, I
Bryant,
forgot about that.
and you
Yeah.
understand, and they straight up. I'm sorry. 2020 has been really fucking out. They try to really
Fuck it.
demasculate Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg on Red Table.
Yeah, they
Talk.
did. They
Love
did.
that man.
Like,
I love Snoop.
I met him when he was down here playing 4th of July
Yeah,
because
we
she
do.
got her
Like,
ID
you
taken
have
away,
to-
so we snuck into the Hyatt.
They-
And then he came out the elevator.
they really sat him down and said, when you called Gayle King a funky doghead bitch, that you was taking power away from people like Jada and her daughter and her mom. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
What?
They were talking. She was talking.
I
about
called her a bitch,
one
not
person.
for nothing. Like, and I'm a whole female, and I called her a bitch. Like, y'all act like he called her the C word. Like, then I'd have been like, whoa.
That would have been another
I'd have been
story.
like, whoa.
Check yourself.
Whoa,
Check
whoa,
yourself.
he ain't say, like, she
I can't
was.
imagine
And you
him
know I
saying
love,
that. That's the thing
and
about
he wouldn't say that, but you know how y'all know how I feel about Kobe. We talked about this.
Yeah,
Bitch, don't play with me. Like, I called her a bitch. So I was like, he said it. I was like, okay.
a lot of women that I did see on Twitter did fucking say, like, he wasn't talking about all black women.
He wasn't. Like, he wasn't talking about women, like, black
He was
or black.
talking
He was talking
about
about that bitch.
one
Like, not,
person.
he didn't say bitches. He said that bitch. So it's
So-
different. But if y'all understood us and stopped fucking the dumb shit, y'all would understand that.
And that's why I just felt like I feel like I don't all the way trust Jada nor the whole weirdo ass family. Like, at the end of the day, They say they're in an open relationship. They're trying to paint it as if they were going through a rough patch and they were just separated.
It wasn't that. I'm gonna tell you what it was.
I don't know.
It wasn't that. I'm putting them. Stay with me.
Say what?
They married. He fucking other people.
Duh.
She tired of his shit.
He been fucking Margot Robbie since they did that movie together.
And like, he doing his shit. She tired. August Alsina, not for nothing. He ain't
tired her out.
Like he not like he ain't bad looking. He really was going through some shit. He literally almost died.
Oh yeah.
So he was like, I'm about to end. Like whatever he did, she was like, no. And they helped each other. I think she said open relationship because she didn't want to look stupid. That's a power move for a female. I'm not so. Everybody, you let him fuck other people? No. And even if she did, so the fuck what? That's dumb. Right. But it was a power move at that point. So they fucking shit got lit. Shit got a little litter than he thought because you can see that shit in his face. She's like, I'm not getting a divorce.
And I'm like, yo, August Alsina, I know he a solid nigga because of the fact that I've seen. Didn't he like one of his siblings died? He started taking care of his kids.
His sister died, and he started taking care of her kids. He almost he was like almost blind. Yeah. Like
that too.
She helped him. Like shit, she the reason for him living. So I get it. From a traumatic point, I get it.
I would not be putting all that out there in the midst of an album rollout.
I don't. Yeah, I feel that part.
Because at the end of the day, we did hear that last year about that.
So you bringing it back up when you dropping your shit. That's just big coincidence.
The whole thing is just weird, and Jada's gonna keep making her money doing this red table talk shit. Because even there are some people who are upset, it doesn't fucking matter. All controversy can create cash. And that is controversy.
Yeah, it really
even though it's been something that's been kind of like in the shadows for so long, we kind of know there's been whispers.
But it wasn't from that. Like, look, you gotta understand it from a trauma. It's that just said like he almost died. That's traumatic because I know personally. I know how that feels. Me going through the shit I went through when I gave birth to Munchie. So I know how that feels to be near death and somebody be able to take care of you. Like I know how that feels. So it was more of him speaking his piece to free himself. It wasn't a whole thing of. It wasn't. I get that point. It looks like that. But I honestly don't think she defended that man. She said, no, he didn't talk to Will, but because of what it was, he didn't want to look like a homewrecker, and he wasn't. If it was anything other than that with them, that told you right there, good, bad, and indifferent, I'm still gonna respect this man because he's thorough, and I am too. It's a different thing. Nobody looks at it from that aspect. When you growing as a person, like I've been going through some shit, you look at shit different. I understood it. Is it right? Is it wrong? No, but at the same time,
I think it's deeper.
It's deeper than that.
It's way deeper than what.
It's way deeper.
And I don't think it will help album sales that much crazy.
No, like who I'm not.
But
I didn't honestly. August has not been one of them people when I'm always gonna run and download his shit. I have his first album, which I ended up finding was really dope, and I end up finding that out about a lot of artists because I rock with people for different reasons. Right. So I get that. But I'm not about to go listen to his shit just because this is that. Like I'm not. Yeah. I'm not. It's more for me. It's more of a learning thing. The shit that they went through is different. When you go, it's deeper than that. So yeah, I don't think it was for clout. I honestly don't think it was for clout. It just so happened.
To that shit today.
He ain't got the.
I'm sorry.
But he got the documentary. The documentary came out, so now everybody's like, "What the fuck?" That's why. So.
All kicking on this shit.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if he is, listen. At the end of the day, people done caked off worse. Yeah. Let's be honest. Fuck it. It is what it is. But I don't think it was more of a clout thing. I really honestly think it was more of, look, really I gotta free that. He love that.
He really loved that woman.
He love her.
Yeah, there were mad emotions involved, I think.
Yes.
And she said that. She said, I wanted to feel good. Okay, I wanted to. Period.
Didn't one of you say in the chat that she groomed him? I'm like, how is she groom a grown ass man? That's not
grooming for a threesome for a polygamous relationship. That's what I meant by grooming.
Oh fuck, no. No. Oh God.
Well, you what? I'm just saying,
You know what? See, do you think marriage is bullshit at this point?
I do.
I think that marriage is a business. I think that it has been placed on women to be controlled into the aspect of thinking because you're not married, you're not worth anything. And I don't think everybody's good for it. I feel like a lot of things that we know as a black community and for people of color is to your man could go fuck whoever he wants to, long as he takes care of home. That's okay. That's something as a woman I'm not tolerating in that type of disrespectful aspect. Now, as far as I feel about open relationships and open marriages, you can have. Everything is not structured. Think about it. 20 years ago, you couldn't not be, you had to be heterosexual. You couldn't be homosexual or anything else. The more as time grows along is the LGBTQ plus community. So
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
It's
listen. I don't mean to be ignorant.
What?
What's plus?
QIA. So
QIA.
queer, intersex, and asexual.
Yes. So they've added on to it. But think about it. When it came down to other things, it was only one way of thinking. So at the end of the day, nobody, especially, I told you I'm 2 prayer books away from Catholic. God forbid I come home and tell my mother, yeah, this my husband and I'm fucking this bitch. She would lose her fucking mind. Like,
marriage is a union.
It's a union.
It really depends on
and
people.
look, you said to be a union person, right? Join the union at work, so why I can't get somebody on the team?
Exactly. And marriage used to be an entire financial reason. That's the whole creation of marriage, was that they were selling brides for a dowry.
Right.
So really,
like, come the fuck on. You think I really want to go through that?
And 50% of them end in divorce anyway, so...
Or somebody getting the shit beat out of them. Like,
exactly.
Come on. Like,
I'd rather just develop as my own person.
And figure some shit out. And if me and that person decide... You know how much shit
I decide. But at the end of the day... What's a piece of paper?
You know how much shit
I like having the option to be married now that it's legal rights. But like at the same time, it's not for everybody. I don't believe in a strictly non-open relationship because I can't function in a committed relationship. It freaks my brain out. I can't. Commitment just is too much for me.
Which is understandable. Yeah. And that's it. Look,
but I'm also 23 years old. So what is commitment?
Come on, what? Like, I have.
Yeah, I was saying you're relatively young. You don't have to get to that point yet. You're still trying to figure shit out
about
yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I just see marriage systematically as just being this thing of oppression for women, and it's just I'm so sick of being oppressed.
It's only what you make it to be.
Yeah, it is. I feel like not for nothing. A lot of people get married and they work, and that's great.
Definitely, that's great for you. I'm happy.
And honestly, because my parents were married before I was born, at the thought of it, I've always grown up. I'm gonna get married. Mm-hmm. But as you get older, you start to realize people you don't want. Like, I'm like, I'd rather be by myself and tell you could come over. Like, you know how much shit I got? You know how much shit I got for having Trey? And not not being married. You know how many people you don't want to marry? No, just because I have his kid doesn't mean I have to marry him.
You know, you gotta chalk it up to the fact that the people are not unlearning and relearning.
They're not willing to grow.
And they're not willing to grow.
They need to open their mind just to crack. And then you'll realize that there's this whole other world that works a lot easier.
People are set in their ways as well. And sometimes people don't want to come out of those ways.
Well, that's my whole thing about people not being comfortable with having open dialogue anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we all think that everybody's sensitive now. And everybody can't take, certain words being said and all types of other things. So of course.
Yeah. But it's just, if you actually tried to have the conversation, you would see it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's this whole stigma around it that we've somehow created, and now are just not having these conversations that need to be had.
Yeah, I feel like, marriage is dope. It's something that I want eventually, but I want it with the right person.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't want it just because, I knew him forever and I know his family do this and you're gonna do. No, I don't want it like that. Yeah. I don't want to arrange anything. I want something that I know that at the end of the day I'm laying next to the person that knows me for me, loves me for me, and will be there. Right.
That's what you want.
Like, I'm like, for real, like,
hello.
For word. And I want that. And the fact that you can feel that way about somebody, is a fucking beautiful thing with all of the fucking negativity we have in the world.
Yeah.
So if it's for the better reasons of it, I'm for it.
Do it.
But if it's for just because everybody's saying whatever, fuck that.
Yeah.
Do what the fuck you want.
Yep.
Marry somebody that you could have a union with and establish a home where there's peace, because it's hell on earth.
Yeah.
Right.
When you go outside.
It needs to be
Everybody
a
have
productive
hell at
environment.
home.
Yeah, exactly.
By being with somebody you can't build with,
Especially if you have a
sharpen,
kid.
you know, all of those things.
All that.
Yeah, especially because like if kids are in the scenario, like you don't want them growing up in that environment. You want you want them to know that the environment that they're growing up in is a safe, welcoming environment, and then to come home and have constant arguing that could have been simply avoided by not having to
getting
go
married.
with the stigma of having to get married.
Yeah.
Then a lot of issues in families would have probably been
A
not
lot
an
better,
issue.
and that's not even from a race perspective,
No,
because
it's just from a
that shit
people
happens
perspective. It
everywhere.
happens with everybody.
And the crazy part is they don't make it seem like that. Like they don't make it seem like, you know, white people, you know, have other like or co-parenting relationships. They don't make it seem like other races and ethnicities, I should say, don't have that same shit. So it makes it look like we are the ones who this shit happens to, and it's not the case. That's why this shit is going on. You gonna pressure me to get married somebody, but this shit happened over there. Oh, they shun them. You shunning me? The fuck?
Well, look at it's just the whole thing with the stereotype of a black mom versus a white single mom. It's just like we're both just trying to get along and make sure our kids have the best opportunity possible.
That's it.
Why are you dragging another race down?
Like for real.
We're all just trying to get by and give our
And-
kids the best opportunity that they can to improve and better this world
That's
and
it.
survive as a person. And you're just gonna choose
Fuck
not
it
to.
up.
Yeah.
So I mean that's where I stand on that. Like I said, at the end of the day, I just want everybody to do what they do, contribute. I want everybody to eat, whether it's at my table or their own. I don't give a
Look,
fuck.
all right, and in terms of tables that people are going to be eating at, Terry Crews, your ass is not eating at our table.
Oh, this motherfucker
You
here.
ain't allowed in the building.
No.
Bruh, he just with that, but you gotta
I got a
he is
50-foot restraining
this
order
close
right
to
now.
getting right guard canceled. He is fucked.
Yo.
Of a lot of business. Like, first and foremost, this guy's talking about, I don't want Black Lives Matter to turn to Black Lives Better. First and foremost, that don't make no fucking sense.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, either his pectoral muscle is where his brain lies. I don't understand why the fuck this man has said the shit he said, but I had to look at that and realize, you know what? We knew you was a piece of shit when you didn't like stand up for Gabrielle Union when she was going through racism, when she was doing what was it, America's Got Talent or whatever the fuck, and she stood for your ass when you was getting touched by fucking old fucking executives and financiers and shit in front of your wife. That did. I'm
And
like,
she did, and again, you know how I feel about that. Nobody ever comes to a black
He's been a
woman's
weirdo
rescue.
since way back. He said he was addicted to pornography.
Fuck off.
So did Kirk Franklin, but here we are. He's still dropping hits.
stop.
Kobe.
But don't go on The View and talk about that. That's
Yeah,
all
like-
I'm saying. Don't talk
Nah,
Like,
no. And I just feel like when I just see this man just going on about, I'm just like, you know what, man, you're done. Like you say, you only woman he has to answer to is his wife, right? From who's white. But at the end of the day, you can't be like trying to undermine what we have going on. And first and foremost, if you wanted to have sympathy from all of us when you was going through what you was going through, but then you don't want to have sympathy for your own kind, and you're from Flint.
That's sad.
Flint,
He's from
fucking
Flint.
Michigan.
Wow.
And they-
Jaden Smith went and put filters in.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Box
That
water?
once again, the Gen Zers are the ones that are actually doing our jobs that we were supposed to be doing. What has it been now? 6 years since Flint.
Yeah.
6 years. These
6
people have
years
not had
they
clean
have
water.
not had clean water. Do you understand?
And I mean, look.
I
I mean, like
fucking can't.
it's not even like it's not hitting close to home. Fucking Newark. Look at our lead levels in Newark.
Which my son's father lives in Newark. So I am directly affected because I have a 17-month-old.
Exactly.
So could you imagine? And they just started replacing their pipes. Just
Damn.
Exactly.
started.
And
So,
it's going to be a problem in Jersey City, hit close to home too, because the problem is that all of our pipes are made out of lead,
And they're
and the
funneling
brine
our
from
water.
the snow goes down those pipes, it erodes all of our piping, and then the lead from the pipe goes off into our water system, and now all of our kids and now that's a whole other thing, is that the Jersey City public schools, how is their water quality?
And
Our kids are drinking out of those water fountains
I'ma
because
take
they don't give them bottles of water.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Who with the water from downtown coming? Because it ain't coming from where ours is. Okay.
Oh, whoa. I've gotten some shit from downtown about their water, and like they told me about them breaking out in rashes and stuff like that because.
Well, that's
because
because
they on the chromium.
the rash part is probably because of the CSO
Yeah.
rather than the lead levels.
Probably.
All of our water comes from Passaic,
Yeah.
and
Suez.
Passaic has failed their water quality testings multiple times. Multiple times have they been over the legal limits, or borderline legal limit. And it's just like, hello, like wake up.
I've been
That's-
stopped
this is
drinking
the whole
faucet
other
water.
problem with Jersey.
Yeah,
is
I'm
that
like,
we don't
Faucet
want
even
water.
getting a Brita or pure.
It
That's not
don't-
gonna do.
ain't gonna
No,
do shit.
it helps.
It helps, but we shouldn't have to do that. It's once again systematic racism in the option for resources. We do not have the opportunity to have clean water as our resource, and that is something that just needs to be guaranteed by our government that we have access to. We are paying for water. Why am I paying for dirty water?
And-
Why am I paying?
yeah.
Especially
I give my
people in
dog
Flint.
bottled water because I don't even want to give him water out of the sink.
Oh yeah, we've been
Like, come on.
My son's grandmother, she never gave him what's the name?
Tap.
Never gave him tap water.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
And we didn't live
You know,
here. We was
that's-
in North
you know
Carolina.
it's bad
then.
when you don't give your own dog the tap water.
Well, first and foremost, like it activates my acid reflux. I'm just like, no.
When it smelled like Clorox, I was like, yeah, this ain't it.
Honestly, what I
Yeah.
wanted to do was do a water testing sampling of all the schools in New Jersey and see what the level of those are. In
Oh, you
specifically
trying to
Jersey
shake
City.
the fucking
No,
table.
because
Woo!
I vividly remember going to camp and drinking out of the water fountain and tasting like straight metal.
Yeah,
I
And it being a
literally
normal
just
thing.
You know what's
disgusting.
Straight
crazy?
metal. Like, what?
I've never drunk out of a water fountain. Don't you ever put your mouth. My grandmother was a nurse, so I told you, like, don't you ever put your mouth on there. We had water bottles. Like, my grandmother didn't play that shit at all. But we didn't have like water bottles like I give my kid, my oldest, I should say. We had the, screw off, put it under here. Like, we didn't have that. We was in camp talking about water fountain here. You get a cup with your name on it with some masking tape. Grandmother was busting it down like that. So it's totally. It's not what it was when we was kids. This shit is worse, and Flint makes it worse because their water is brown. So the shit that we going through.
Flammable.
I could only imagine being a parent over there.
Yo,
Like, could you imagine literally not knowing if you were going to have water for your child to drink?
Could you imagine having to pay the water bill still?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I would
Yo,
literally
Shut
stop.
that shit off.
The fuck, you
Fuck
know what
that
this
shit.
though? This
I don't want
episode
your
needs
water.
to be
Take
all
it back.
audacities aside, because that's some motherfucking audacity. The
what
audacity.
I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't cut this motherfucker off. I'm not paying for shit. We washing with straight bottled everything. I'ma have to work. We gonna have to do motherfucking Uber
I'll
Eats
fucking dig my own well.
for hello.
A
Cause this
part of
some
me is
bullshit.
There's gonna be a
They
well in the middle of
received-
Journal Square for my water because I ain't.
The part of this is like they
Start
received.
cranking that
They
shit.
received the funding to fix those pipes.
And didn't.
So where the fuck did all that money go?
Well, that's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
We need to clean our pipes. We need to get rid of this whole CSO system that we have that's polluting our river. Like, that's a whole other issue we have, is that combined sewage overflow. We've had so many overflows in the past 24 hours because of the nonstop rain, meaning that all that house sewage, raw sewage leaving your house, going down your toilets and your bathroom drains, gets mixed in with our stormwater and dumped right into the river. You wonder why Newark Bay smells? There's a CSO right there in Society Hill. There's about, I think it was 1,400 CSO overflows last year.
Wait, so that's not Newark?
No, it's us. It's
Fuck,
Jersey City.
we argue with the dude from Newark at work in
No,
the middle
it
of
is-
a call
it's
center
also
about this
Newark.
shit.
It's
Damn,
also
B.
Newark.
I gotta.
New York is also on this CSO system.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say that the system doesn't work. The system does work, but in low population communities. We are more densely populated than New York per square foot. So there is no way in hell that a system that's not working in New York is going to work in Jersey City. Number 2, we have a very high epidemic with opioids and heroin, and all these people are flushing their needles down the toilet, and then it goes into our water, and then it washes up onto the beaches, and there's kids playing at Cave and Point Beach. You can't have kids digging in the sand and then getting stabbed with a dirty needle.
What the actual
You
fuck?
can't. It's not addressed, and that's not even talking about all the chemicals that are now running off of the water in the storm water off of the street. That's
Hella
now entering the
hepatitis
system.
and shit.
Exactly.
What
So
the
then now you have
AIDS
all
and
these fertilizers also running off, and now we're having algae blooms of toxic algae in our oceans where kids are going swimming. So all of this is connected all throughout New Jersey. Like, what's happening in Jersey City is affecting us all the way down to Cape May. So we need to get on this. Like, the fact that Jersey, I'm happy they're opening their eyes to green sustainability, but they really need to push for it. It needs to be a requirement. These buildings downtown that are going up and getting 30-year tax abatements need to be required to be a green building. We cannot keep going down this road without any reform.
And just giving them away.
Why did Jared Kushner get a 30-year tax abatement? Can
Yeah.
somebody explain that to me?
A Kushner.
You want to tell me? Because he has enough money to pay 30 years of tax.
Yeah, and I think it's Journal Square.
It's Journal Square. That's why that
Well,
one in
you
one
know,
Journal Square
it's-
has not gone on, because now Jared Kushner is suing the city for pushing the tax abatement, taking away the tax abatement. So why did you give it to him in the first place? Why was that even an option?
Exactly. The city is only, revoking it because there was an outcry.
You shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Yeah.
And these are issues that, like I said, our community is not has knowledge or education on.
I was
and it
about to
needs
say
be talked
because
about.
see that shit got so spooky to me because I don't know about none of this shit. I'm literally like, okay, I'm mad about fucking recreation.
You mad about around you?
Yeah, like I ain't
That's
even
my
realize
point,
all
is
that
that-
shit was going on, and that's a problem.
That's
though.
why we need to make this platform a voice for the entire community, because I'm not educated on stuff that's happening around you, and I would like to be educated on stuff
And
that's
vice
happening around you
versa.
because it's not okay. It needs to be addressed.
I was mad about recreation. Recreation is mad quiet. You don't hear about
No, I
recreation.
know, because they don't fund recreation.
Shit.
Meanwhile, the Jersey
You
City
wanna
Police
bet?
Department spending budget for
Oh my
their
God.
allowance is $108 million.
Wait, back up. You want to bet? Because they got ice skating for seniors. They got ice skating for everybody.
Yeah.
It's ice skating, boxing. Because I was going to put my oldest in boxing, but I couldn't he gets out of school too late. So, boxing, still baseball, still swimming, all that. No, it's definitely funded. It's just quiet as fuck.
And they can only take so many kids. Do you know how many kids we have in Jersey City?
Yeah, because nobody knows about it. On top of that, now everybody got to produce all of this fucking stuff. Apparently, that has always been the thing. But if you live with somebody because the shit is so expensive and the bill is not in your name, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was more pissed. You know how much recreation shit I had when I was a kid? Who my parents knew that families worked for recreation and had recreation stuff. You know how much shit I stayed out of. A lot of people I know stayed out of shit because of recreation.
The recreation
Yeah.
programs. We need to fund our after-school programs. We need to keep our kids occupied and off the streets and doing something productive that can actually help them later on in life. There's a lot of lessons to be learned when it comes to recreation. There's team building, there's communication skills, there's actual bonding with other children outside of the schooling environment, which for some children is toxic. And this is their only release, is going to these recreational programming. And if we don't have that as an option, our kids are going to be on the street corners pushing drugs or doing some shit that they shouldn't be getting into when they have all the potential of changing this entire society.
And
Buy them
that's
a guitar.
and that's
Let them
all
make
kids.
Exactly.
That's
Get
not
them
and
into
that's
the arts
all
and
kids.
music.
Let me make that clear. That's all kids.
Yes, it's
that's
all
not
children.
black, white,
No.
Spanish. That's black, white, Spanish. That's everybody. It's
No.
not just. Don't sit there and think, oh, it's the white kids. I mean, it's only the black kids. No, it's everybody.
It's
Because
everybody.
everybody sells.
Children are our future.
Exactly. Why aren't we investing in them?
Yeah, that's why I just feel like some of these old motherfuckers that are in charge, I'm just like, yo, you're not gonna be here. When you die, your money's not coming with you. When you die, your buildings are not coming with you.
Thing.
These
leaders need to be building for us.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They need to know that their time is running out, and they need to start training a new leader that's actually going to be progressive to be able to take over the spot and actually make change.
Not somebody internally, it's somebody external that gives a fuck.
Somebody from the community that wants the
actual community. And I'm talking about from any place in Greenville that's on what's considered the hill, or as I have my She From Midtown shirt, okay, from shefrom.com, so which is a black woman as well, but not from here. She's from Maryland. You know, like anybody from these hood areas that you feel is get somebody we have so much potential mentally, so much.
You know, I mean, look at it. You guys have survived 400 years of literal brutality, so
like if
you think we're not strong by now, I don't know what's going to show you this strong.
If you don't think we can teach you something, you're bugging. You just need to be able to do that, and there's companies that are starting to do it, and I'm thankful about that, but it starts at home. We got to do something, and it's not even the piss nobody off and do nothing. It's just, it has to start somewhere.
Right.
And I'm just happy that you guys are really making that way to be heard. And I'm happy that we were a part of the beginning of you guys to basically voice everything.
And I do have one thing I want to ask. Mayor Fulop doesn't understand the concept of defunding the police, but then takes the funding of COVID-19...
$1 million.
$1.9 million?
Yeah, something.
To put it into the cops.
De-escalation, but it's ran by a Navy SEAL who...
Exactly.
An entire corporation of ex-Navy SEALs and ex-military.
Baby.
Who, by the way, if you go on the website and you click the special training programs, de-escalation is not listed as one of their special training programs.
It's not.
All of them seem to be militarized programs on how to respond as a military person. So, unless you're trying to come in here with a riot suit and a bomb, then I suggest you go and redirect that funding towards our community.
And as a mom, that scares the absolute fuck out of me.
It scares the shit out of everybody. It's it's not acceptable.
2 black sons, right?
It scares me as a black woman. Yo, the cops rolled down my block and I was sitting on my porch. They was in the paddy wagon. They stopped. I was so fucking scared. Do you hear? I have never felt like that a day in my fucking life. I am petrified. So that shit just was like, oh, okay, so we just gonna blatantly do this and you just gonna say fuck us like that, and is everything supposed to be like, okay? Like, how the fuck do we sit and fix this shit? How? Because this is wild as fuck. I won't even send him to the store. Yeah. Especially with a mask on. Fuck that. It was
really weird one day. It was like Thursday, and I'm working, and I just saw cops come out of nowhere with assault rifles. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah. And they just, then after a while, they just left. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like,
this shit just getting real spooky. And it's like you either gonna be ignorant to it and just let it happen and surprise you, or you're gonna be educated on it and know what's going on. Like,
exactly, and that's what the entire point is: getting the community to be known and educated on what's going on, so that we can take action as a group. If you go on HummusJC on our link tree in our bio, we wrote an email template so that you could it has all of your councilmen, the councilman at large, and Mayor Fulop's contact information. All you have to do is put your name in, your ward, and just sign it, and it talks about the incident on Bostwick, it talks about the de-escalation training and the requests to defund the police by 25%, and reallocate that to the education department, the recreation department, and our housing for our homeless. And that, all you literally have to do is copy and paste the email, put all of the email addresses that are there, and copy and paste it into the email, and then boom, you send it.
You know what?
We'll be doing that.
We got time or no?
Well,
we good?
Well, let's close it out.
Okay, because I was gonna say, in a little rebuttal to that would be, you know why a lot of people probably won't fill that out? it's not because they don't care. It's because you don't know someone's financial situation. I sit there and write this shit. Now you figuring, you know, moving shit, and now I'm out on my ass.
Exactly.
You know, it's always an intimidation tactic. So I really don't think that a lot of people don't want to say nothing. I think they're just not financially in the position.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Like, what you not being able to go out and protest on the front line. I completely understand that. You are not in the position. And first of all, it's not your job. You should not be the one that has to be out on the front line risking your life after you've risked your life every single day to police brutality for over policing. You should not be the one that has to go out on the front line. You should not be the one that has to educate white people on racism. They should be the ones educating themselves. They should be the ones.
I don't know if it's even beneficial for us to even try
to have to explain that shit. Like,
no, because it shouldn't be your job. That's not your job. Your job right now is to survive and provide for your family. That is the only thing you guys need to be doing. Yes, it is good to help inform people and educate them, but at the same time, that becomes mentally exhausting. It becomes so mentally and draining, exhausting, to the point where you can't even function as a person anymore. Because you're so mentally tired and so conditioned to it that it's just like, this is my life.
This is why we don't get the help that we need
Exactly.
for health care. This is why the death rate is 243% of a black woman, because they don't think that we understand. This is, can you imagine? You see how you just got tired explaining that?
Exactly.
Do you understand
I'm tired of explaining? I can only imagine how you guys have been doing it for 400 fucking years.
Here we go.
And that's the only thing we're asking from white people. Fucking educate yourselves, because this is not.
I think
it's not POC's job to do that.
But they have to care.
They have to care.
Yeah.
But by educating yourself, if you're a normal human being with a moral conscience, then by educating yourself, you would be known to what's going on, and you should care.
It's a fucked up ass sibling mentality or a only child thing. I don't want to do this, because then what does that make me? What does that do?
What is it doing for me?
What
Everybody's
is it doing
in it for
for
me?
Yeah, that's the problem. So,
and that's the problem, is that people aren't addressing that. It's not just a survival. This whole American thing about just like pulling yourself up by the bootstrap. Fuck the bootstrap. Reach down and help me get up, because this isn't America. America is us all prospering together. We are a melting pot. By you saying that I don't matter and not reaching your hand down to help me, you're just saying that
you can do everything, or to take everything from me
exactly
and
to use it for your own gain. That's so many people are trying to profit off of this Black Lives Matter movement, and it makes me so sick, because there are so many people dying, and you're gonna go out there and fucking be like, I'm just going to reallocate the money to put the police into the schools instead of having the money go to the NYPD. We're going to fund the NYPD in the schools. Like,
y'all don't even understand our kids. We don't need that. We don't need that.
I don't want any more cops.
I'm good.
Why are you on every single block down on the south side?
Yeah. I'm good on that note.
Yeah.
We went from 900 officers to 1,600 officers.
I'm cool walking by myself here than I am downtown. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel more safe where I know what the fuck I'm dealing with. Downtown, I fuck around and get fucked up and don't even know where the fuck it came from.
And I might add that at half of the police force don't live in Jersey City, and so they're unfamiliar with the community. But
guess what? Ask Bayonne if somebody from Jersey City could come near. Hell no.
No? But that's
hell no.
They're all from Bayonne and they're using their mama's address.
Listen, you right. But guess what? We need that.
Yeah.
We need that. We need more people from Jersey City to do. And there's a couple people that I know that have, done what the fuck they needed to, and as far as trying to give back to their community. But how can they when this pressure's pushing so far down on them?
This is why the dialogue and the whole point of Hummus is so important, because these conversations need to be held. It's the community that needs. It's very obvious that the politicians are not going to be the ones to help us figure this out. So we need to figure it out for ourselves and make an entire plan and hand it to them and be like, this is what you're fucking going to implement. Here's everything you need to do in a 5-year plan to make sure that our city is safe, that our kids are safe. Because what your plan is sucks. Sorry, but it sucks.
They gotta say they fucked up and go from there.
Exactly.
It has to be
admit that you were wrong. Admit that you have
that's all
privilege.
We don't want no backlash. We don't want no nothing. We just
I don't want a war. I just want this to be fixed.
I want my son to be able to feel comfortable asking a cop for directions or asking something and not being profiled because he's growing locks. That's what I want. So because that's what I want, that's all I ask. That's all.
What
That's
we're
all y'all
asking
standing
for is the bare minimum. So I really don't understand
And
why
y'all
it's so
already
fucking
doing
hard.
the bare fucking minimum.
Yeah.
The fuck. But you know what?
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
want
this-
is you ending it. I'm pulling it out.
Yeah, let's end it.
You guys up?
Yeah.
It's. I
Yeah,
thank y'all
it
for
was-
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you.
us.
This,
having
this,
us
this,
here.
is really
was-
showing me that there's a lot more going on in this city. that-
Oh, we
Lots
didn't even.
more we
We
can
hit
say
the tip of the
off-camera.
iceberg. You
Yeah.
guys don't even
Like-
want to know
There's
what's
lots
underneath.
more.
I don't really involve.
I'm gonna leave that to y'all. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna leave it to y'all to inform
I got enough
us.
shit fucked up going
I'm
on.
gonna leave it to y'all
But
to
that's the point.
inform
You
us
need to be
and-
known so that you can make the change.
Yeah,
As much as it depresses me to know all the messed up shit that's going on in Jersey City,
You
the
wanna
only
still
thing
wanna
that's
fix
keeping
it.
me afloat is knowing that there's community members who feel the same way and want to make changes for our kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
that's
where everybody unites, is that they want progressive change so that this community can get on its feet and that we can actually be a productive, safe community and everybody can be in peace.
And that's
all
what
it is.
Hummus is, or that's what we want it to be, is just a place where people can voice, what's happening to them daily. And instead of just sugarcoating it and
Waiting
here's
for the media to cover
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
they're not.
You're not going to.
Exactly.
And,
Never.
you
Why
know-
would they? They don't get paid for that.
And I want everybody to follow. If you're a part of this community, if you're part of Jersey City, please follow HummusJC.
please do.
Because
Thank
they
you.
are amazing at what they do. They're out here on the front lines. I've seen many different videos of them taking a lot of videos from all these speeches that have been happening for the past couple of weeks. They're out here. They're doing what they're about, and we are absolutely proud of them. They have a lot. They're a very young individual.
Vibrant
I am.
savages. Yeah, I like it.
And remember, HummusJC on Instagram.
And Twitter, because we're gonna get that Twitter
Yeah, we
following.
We're gonna
up.
figure that out.
We're gonna figure,
got
we're
She's
gonna
more of a
figure
Twitter
it out.
person than I am.
HummusJC, the website coming soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, as soon
More
as you,
interviews.
As soon as you figure out a content space of what you really want to cover, that's going to be.
Yeah,
what
definitely message us too. If you guys
Yeah.
if you're from Jersey City and we're not covering something that you want to see covered, message us because
Let us
we
know.
want to make sure that everybody's voices are heard, not just
Exactly.
ours.
And downtown. And
Yeah, and look, Jersey City and then downtown. Put the font at
That's
like
not really
2.
even part of
And,
Jersey
Newport,
City anymore.
Put it-
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Put the
coming.
font
Just
at
put a
2.
little X, a little spot.
The
Yeah.
font like out, Jersey, up here, big, and then
That's my whole thing with the Make Jersey City Yours slogan. It's
Yeah.
been ours. Fuck
Oh,
off. It's
man.
ours.
Yeah, I'm like, yours of what? Like, bitch, I've been here.
Yours so that you could gentrify because that's all you're doing.
Yeah. But yo, this is the All Things Aside podcast. It's episode number 6. Thank you for tuning in.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Streetiebaby
Streetiebaby
for the
beat
intro
and outro.
and the outro.
Yeah, because it's the same song.
Shout out to Frank, my favorite engineer.
Oh my God,
Thank you.
the best engineer. Oh man, why your clients know me?
Everybody know everybody.
Word.
Oh,
At
yeah.
this point,
Then again, Jersey City is.
I mean, everybody knows everybody in JC. That's how JC is. If you're from JC,
then you
I'm not
know.
saying if you're from.
if you know, you know.
That's it. Thank you guys for coming.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Oh, and one thing. What?
what?
What'd you say?
What one thing?
Oh,
We ended this on a good note.
All Things Aside podcast t-shirts are coming soon.
Whoa! I call dibs. I need a small.
All right. It'll be available on the Golden Air Music Group site.
I need
And-
an extra medium.
I got you. And now that you said that, I want to kind of contribute so we can have a black woman shirt specifically.
Yeah.
So, I kind of, just want to just have one little thing. I love t-shirts.
I know you do.
And I like,
They're stapled. They voice who you are. That's the whole thing with everybody making T-shirts for protests.
Yeah, so we-
because it's a message.
For me, it's about, I don't like the fact that people are profiting off of movements and it's not really being beneficial to the movement.
Exactly.
And
I'm going to take this off camera.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're supposed to be on camera.
Yeah. Well, you already ended the stream, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, wait, this about to get lit.
Oh, folks.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
I can